Happy anniversary to Resident Evil Remake.
Yay.
I can't believe you're old now.
How old is it? 5 years old?
No. It's about 20.
Oh, you're talking about the original Resident Evil 2. Oh, the original Resident Evil Remake. Oh!
I'm going insane.
When was that game made? 2002? 3? 4?
Around there, yeah.
Yeah?
Resident Evil Remake is 22 years old. GameCube era. Old as fuck.
Why, yes, I am.
Yes, I am. When did this cane get here?
Stop. No. Over here, you freak! Don't hurt him.
The virus. I'll bet those rats spread it.
I'll never forget when I played my first Resident Evil game, Resident Evil 4.
2005, GameCube.
Yep. A friend of mine lent it to me, and it was like... It was magic. It was delightful. It was going through a bit of a rough time around that time, and that game was just a beacon of light, ironically, because it was very dark and
Yes.
grimy, but it was, like, so fucking fun. And so, I played it, I beat it, finished it, and all that. And I said, well, hey, they get some more Resident Evil. They got a remake out there, I can check that out.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Big uh-oh.
Big uh-oh.
Oh, dear.
It lasted about a week, and then I sold it.
Yep. Yeah, when I was a teenager, my sister was interested in the Resident Evil games, and I had asked for the remake. And so she got me the GameCube copy. But then the next year, I asked for Resident Evil 0. Because that was
The new one!
a newer one, yeah. And she bought it used, and I didn't know much about it besides, what I saw on really crappy YouTube-o-vision at the time.
That's all we had at the time.
So I thought the entire game took place on a train. And she said, yeah, I stopped playing when the dogs showed up. And I was like, there's no dogs in here. Within 5 minutes of starting the game, dogs bust through the window. I was like, oh, no. And then Billy showed up, and then it was like, oh, 2 characters at the same time? Oh, boy. I'm surprised I beat that game.
You got a shotgun stock.
Exactly. Make our shotgun even...
Stockier!
Yes, make it a big boy. We're just going to be running around in the sewer, so if you have any other experiences that you would like to share, please, the floor is open to you.
Well, I don't know if we've talked about this on a video, but about Revelations.
Yes.
We've had people asking, both you and me, about Revelations 1 and 2.
Yes.
And we had an idea about it, for one of our Halloween specials, that he would do Resident Evil Revelations, and I would cover Revelations 2.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, neither of us want to do that.
So, the reason I haven't done Resident Evil Revelations is because I think it is one of the more boring Resident Evil games out there. Because this is post-6 burnout Resident Evil, and you can tell.
I think it's the first actually good Resident Evil game they made since 6.
Because it was the only one. There was barely anything else.
They salted the earth, they burned everything, and then they sunk it at the bottom of the ocean, and there's Revelations.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about it. Like, I've tried about 7 different times on trying to play that game and beat it, and I just get bored. I start up a mission and I go, wow, I'm done already.
Revelations 2, I have a little bit of fun with it, but it's too much.
I'd still say that would be a pretty decent co-op project. Like, Revelations 1, toss it in the bin.
You'd think so, but it's not like, like Resi 5 where you're both, like, fighting zombies. You all have to, like, communicate and stuff like that and cooperate. Because one of you has the gun, and one of you has the not-gun powers.
Yeah, I think that was another deciding factor where Revelations 2, the characters weren't equal.
Yeah.
So it'd be one person getting the brother controller, essentially. So that's the reason that's not here.
It's just... You gotta find all the blue medals and all that, and there's a raid mode attached to it, and I just don't know.
Yeah, raid mode sounds fun.
So, I had the dumb idea. I was like, what are the odds that if you were to pick up Revelations 2, and if I were to pick up Revelations 1, that's the one that we click with. It's like, dude, I got it! I'm inspired! I mean, unlikely, but... The thing is, the only Revelations edition I have is for 3DS.
I've got... I think I have 3 versions of it.
You got the Wii U version back there. Yeah.
I've got Revelations 2 on Xbox. And I think I've got Revelations on Wii U and 3DS. Which, honestly, that was going to be the plan, was play the 3DS version, but the cutscenes from the Wii U version, since it's all HD and pretty and stuff. Because, believe it or not, the DS version is the best.
Why's that?
A lot more accessibility. It's easier to see your items because you have a secondary screen. And it was a game made for the 3DS.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
I mean, good effort for trying to transition that to the Wii U, for starters, and then transferring it over to every other console.
I never finished it, but I remember really liking what I played, though.
Maybe one day, when I run out of RE games to play, which I don't think will be happening anytime soon.
Now, as long as Capcom keeps making money.
Just keep churning them out, boys. I'm liking what I'm playing.
I think we're good until they make another Street Fighter vs. Tekken game.
Cool, we'll be here forever.
So I think people like to contribute that as the downfall. Point of their most recent downfall, that is.
The Dark Times.
I think we're still good. People are whining about Dragon's Dogma 2 and Street Fighter 6 prices, but we're not in a dark age by any stretch of the imagination.
It's more of a small bump in the road.
It's more of a, oh, what is this carpet here? It clashes so bad with the wallpapers. Why do they make it like this?
Do you know the other most requested RE game that we've gotten?
What would that be?
Outbreak. Even during this series, I have gotten requests. I think you guys should do Resident Evil Outbreak. You want to do Resident Evil Outbreak? To which my response is, I have never liked the Outbreak games. See that right there? What I did to that G-Mutant, that's what I want to do to Resident Evil Outbreak.
That's harsh.
It plays so differently from other Resident Evils that I'm used to, and the ticking timer doesn't help its case either.
How long has it been since you played it?
About 20 years.
Give it another shot.
I think I own the first one. Outbreak File 1? Right here somewhere.
I thought you had File 2 at one point, though.
Nah, that one's more expensive. That's probably why I didn't get it. Oh my god, we're poisoned!
But
That's what happens when I talk about Outbreak.
See, I think if it's been like 10, 20 years since you last played a game, pop it in again. See what you think.
I'd be curious to see, because it's a single-player game with online elements. The online is way long gone.
The online is so dead, people are like, wait, PS2 was online?
Yeah, that's how far back it was. So, I don't know, maybe. I mean, like, right now I'm looking at my copy of Resident Evil Dead Aim and giving it the side eye, just being like, maybe. I did Survivor, what else do you guys want?
You did Survivor more than anybody ever did Survivor.
I aced that game!
Yeah, you did.
That was so silly. Other than that, we're just missing the extra stupid ones, like Operation Raccoon City, Umbrella Corps. I don't think we'll touch those, because I like my life. Although, I did buy it as part of a potential Halloween one-shot series.
I saw it for $5. Could be a bargain bin lounge episode.
Oh my god, you're right. Oh my god, you're right. Well, I know what my next game's going to be.
dump it into some Saturday instead of like a...
Some random Saturday
instead of wasting a perfectly good Halloween slot or Advent calendar slot for it. How's that?
Works for me. Excuse me. I would like to get in here, thank you.
What idiot made the electricity work with chess pieces?
The same guys who put a giant lock out of 6 of those chess pieces.
When you close the door with the chess, with the chess piece still in there. Why would they make it like this?
There's some small explanation, like the company likes to have fun, but I just can't see that business model being profitable. Like, what happens if you lose that chess piece? You're just locked out. And good luck going to a locksmith and being like, hey, can you remake this, please? Hello, beautiful.
Ooh.
Hello. Me like it, the big fire gun. Crap. I am out of inventory space. This is unfortunate.
You got a flamethrower, though.
I do. Got a big fire gun.
Trip and stub your toe. You can take the herb, and then you got another piece of inventory to go for.
I think that's what I actually end up doing. Just get rid of an inventory piece. See, we're getting to close to the end of the game, and I start to notice my resources are very low. So we need to play dangerously in order to actually finish this game. We're gonna go nuts by the end of this episode. I hope you enjoy what I have in store.
Okay, I'll start. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
Here's Niski!
No! Jeez, don't do that. Go play in the hedge maze, come on.
I'm trying to remember which version of The Shining I saw. I think I saw the Siffy version. The remake, I think?
Ew, what?
It was a Siffy remake.
Like, recent?
No. Like a while ago. Long time ago.
Or are you talking about the one that Stephen King himself directed?
I think that was it. Yeah, not Kubrick's version.
Yeah, because Stephen King hated that version. Because it wasn't a Stephen King movie, it was a Stanley Kubrick movie.
Well, guess what? The Stephen King one sucked ass.
Oops!
Oops!
Yeah, Stephen King had some issues in the 80s.
You barely notice him. You gotta squint in order to see him.
It was 1990, so...
Actually, sorry, they're as big as the sun! Do you like the tap method I've got going on here?
I'm gonna have to ask some U.S. Marshals and see what they feel about the tap method for flamethrowers.
I certainly know it's against the Geneva Convention just to like super soaker your enemies in flaming gasoline.
You think that stopped Umbrella's stock prices?
No, the only thing that stopped them was an extremely beefy boy and his sidekick, who was a lot cooler than him. Okay, speaking of Resident Evil 5 and Chris Redfield, have you ever seen the cutscenes for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god. I recently found a small compilation of them.
You see, ever since Project Cross Zone 1 and 2, I'm like done with Capcom crossover bullshit for like the next 20 years.
Okay, I'll give it this. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is a shit game in that series, and the cutscenes look absolutely terrible. But the character interactions, that's an A+.
Well, that's what you need this for. That's why I stuck with Project Cross Zone for so long.
Oh, but I
want to see Kiryu Kazuma and Klonoa interact.
Do you want to know how bad Infinite actually was? And this will probably shock you.
Because I didn't really follow that game so much.
I actually sold it.
You don't do that often.
I don't. But that one went back the day I got it.
Really?
I hated that game.
You never do that.
No, I don't.
Like, you never take it back the day of.
I'm a game collector, and I took that shit back the day of.
Like, I had a broken game, I didn't take it back until the next day.
Jesus. But the reason I brought that up is there is a scene early on in the story where Thanos is in, like, a cage. The Avengers got him and put him in a cage. And Chris Redfield's going, "We're not letting you out, Thanos." It looks so stupid.
I'm trying to wrap my head around this.
The Titan Thanos being, like, just belittled by Chris Redfield. It's so goddamn funny.
Well, you think about what Thanos has done in his,
Oh my God.
in his story. You know, everything that he's done in his life,
The conquest.
everything that he's stood for,
Oh, God.
all of his conquering, the fear that he spreads throughout the universe.
Holy shit.
When you get right down to it, he's just
He's
a terrorist. End of story.
Yes! I will say there is another scene that I greatly enjoy. Chris is looking through this umbrella lab, okay? And Spider-Man shows up.
Jesus, fuck.
Yeah, for whatever reason, Spider-Man says, "My spider sense was tingling, and I felt evil from here." They eventually run into Frank West. And then him and Spider-Man start talking. I was like, that's good. That's good right there. They're both photographers. It's perfect.
That's true, that's true.
I was like, great. And then they find a Mike Hagar sealed in kryptonite.
Kryptonite?
And then they save Mike Hagar.
Do you mean carbonite?
Carbonite, kryptonite, whatever.
What color was it?
It was basically in liquid nitrogen based on the graphics.
That's what color was it?
He was sealed away. Let's rephrase it to that.
If it was blue, it was liquid. Anyway.
In order to snap him out of it, Frank West fights him. He gets pile-drived by the big buff mayor. And then Mayor Hagar is like, "Oh god, it's Frank West again. He's making me look bad in all of my pictures." And then Nemesis shows up!
So it sounds like it should be more awesome than it is, though.
It fucking sucks!
How did it suck? That sounds kind of cool.
It plays so badly!
How can it play bad? It's a Capcom fighting game. How bad can it be?
Instead of 3v3, it's 2v2!
So?
And you
It's Tekken Tag Tournament, MVC style.
And you get random Infinity Stones that can just make you lose!
It's Power Stone, then.
Not always the Power Stone!
No, it's a game that Capcom made called Power Stone.
Alright, Power Stone!
Because you gotta pick up a red stone, a yellow stone, and a blue stone. You pick them all up, you turn into a superpower, and you can, like, kick the crap out of your opponent.
It felt icky to play.
Because that was also a 3D game, too. I miss Power Stone Collection. I got that on Vita. I'm gonna play that. Yeah.
Play you some Power Stone, man.
I like Power. I never played Power Stone 2, and I can play it on my Vita. That's so cool.
For the viewing audience at home, we're back in RPD, and we've already done this in 2 other campaigns, so what you're going to see is a crossfade of me going to the important places in your last visit to RPD. Not to waste your time, because we got a lot going on today.
Oh, I thought we'd do some turn-based combat in here.
You really want to turn-based combat a liquor?
I don't know, we could have an RPG at the RPD.
Can it be made by RGG?
Maybe we can have, like, special glasses and we got, like, you know, things we need to scan, like QR codes, so it'd be an ARG.
Woo! And then you hear a droid going nuts in the background. It's R2D. It didn't work. Damn it.
But don't worry, it's all CG.
If they made a card game, it could be the OCG or the TCG.
It's actually a CCG.
You're gonna have to refresh my memory on that one.
Collectible card game.
Oh, God. CCG. That was fun. That was some good banter.
Good job. GG.
Hey! One more to cap it off. Alright, let's ransack Wesker's desk and leave him a present in the form of my initiation. Hey, look at that. It's still in there. Rookie. Do you know how many people didn't know this was here?
Well, there's one. Me.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Hello, person.
I didn't know it was here. Hi.
I can understand why people didn't know this was here, because it was hidden even more in the original. In the original, you had to click Captain Wesker's desk 50 times in order to find this thing. And here, there's no indicator to pick it up, but it's still hidden in there. That's a different pose than the original photo. Somebody really liked Rebecca.
Nice girl, you know.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Can't play the piano or the shit, but, you know,
Well,
she's learning.
You know, I look past that. Because she's a good person.
She is a good person. Gets killed by hunters with the best of them.
Really?
Yeah, if you don't...
Or is that in a bad ending?
In the original and the remake, if you don't get to her fast enough, she gets killed by a hunter.
But we're good and fast enough, so she's alive still. Right?
Correct!
Okay. We're still cool, right?
I don't even think I showed that alternate scene when we did Resident Evil DS. Because I didn't want her to die. I'm a good person, damn it.
Too many people die in this cruel world. Too many people turn into zombies.
I think the most cruel I've ever been in a Resident Evil game, I had a special bonus video when I did Resident Evil Remake all those years ago, where I called them heroic deaths. Because if you save specific people in your campaign, like you can save Barry and he helps you in the final battle, you can save Rebecca, she helps you in the final battle. Mm-hmm. The Tyrant can actually kill them during the fight. Mm. You can actually lose them.
Oh no.
And he does like the whole thing where claw in gut, lifts up, and then tossed away like garbage. Like, that's hardcore.
Jesus.
Jesus.
It's like it's a horror game or something.
Yeah, I loved it. It was only like a 6-minute bonus where I was like, yeah, so here's what it looks like when Barry dies.
Whoa, that was awesome!
Oh no!
Reload save!
And here's what it looks like when Rebecca dies. You know, I never actually went back and got the rest of the achievements for Resident Evil Remake Remastered. Because ain't nobody got time for that.
Well, no, you're playing Resident 2 Remake now.
I am.
After that, we're going to move right to Outbreak File 2.
As long as you play it too.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Buy me two copies then.
How many PS2s you got? Let's hook them all up.
I mean, I'm looking into expensive Dragon Quest and Dragon Ball games. I got no time to get expensive Resident Evil games.
Well, that's what's surprising about the PS2 library. A lot of the games aren't extremely expensive. Some of them are ungodly expensive, but some of them are just like, oh, it's like $40. Compared to $2,000.
Yeah, again, it's the certain ones, though.
It's okay. Maybe eventually they'll come to Switch, because everything comes to Switch.
What I'm saying is I'm trying to find a good price for Budokai Tenkaichi 3, okay?
Good luck, friend. Yeah. Good luck, friend.
Hopefully Sparking Zero will come out soon. So I don't have to worry about that.
Then you just live in bliss as, yes, this is like Tenkaichi 3. I don't need to play it.
I just want a Dragon Ball game with a whole bunch of characters in it, I suppose.
There's a lot of appeal in big tournament fighters.
Funny thing about Budokai Tenkaichi 2 and 3, expensive as all balls on PS2. Expensive as just one ball on Wii.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe it was the version... Well, no, because what would jack up the price? Playability?
I'm gonna guess availability.
That makes sense.
Because those games came out at around 2007, 8, 9, around there.
Mm-hmm. And the Wii version would have had to have been 09 to at least 10.
So the Wii was still the popular console, but the PS2 was on its way out. So I'm thinking that they made more for the Wii, because more people had a Wii, than for the PS2, because most people who own PS2s moved on to the PS3, or even 360.
It's kind of like the Breath of the Wild effect.
Sure.
Like, they stopped making Wii U's when that version came out. As well as the Switch version on the exact same day.
It's like the Gold Zelda cart situation.
Yeah.
You have a gray cart, that's more expensive. So I got a rarity here. Go figure. Or like the Halo 2 Collector's Edition.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I think we were looking at that. I don't own a physical copy of Halo 3. But when we looked it up, it is less expensive to get the special edition than it is to get a regular copy of Halo 3.
I remember how much people just went apeshit over that helmet.
I know. What was it on Amazon? It was like $30 for a copy of Halo 3, and it was $25 for the special edition with like extra DLC and maps and stuff.
Well, how many of that is like all taken out now?
It was brand new.
Brand new? $25?
I think, yeah.
What?
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, we talked about it and we were just like, Oh, that's because it was, they made a lot of the special edition and maybe not a lot of the...
A lot of Xbox games don't go for a lot.
No, they don't.
It's not the collector's system.
So, let me talk about this fight real quick.
Okay.
Do you see my inventory?
Where's your gun?
Correct. We're going sicko mode here. I'm not bringing a weapon because I can't afford to waste any more ammo. So we're gonna fight this boss without a weapon.
Are we gonna throw hands?
As much as Leon is willing to throw hands, yes, we will try.
We're just gonna ask it politely?
Maybe offer it a cup of sugar.
Or is this just like Stephen King's It, where we just have to yell how it's a stupid clown, and then it'll just turn into a raisin?
I remember being frightened of the original 3.5-hour special. And when they actually got down to the sewers and saw the big spider thing, I was like, yeah, all that terror is just gone.
That's the point.
Yep.
That's the point! Because you're brave now! It's about trauma!
Well, also because it looked fucking stupid.
Well, yeah, but it's the point! You're brave now!
I found the sweet spot. If you stand right here, you can't get hit.
Yeah, that's a crock of shit.
Yeah.
So I stood there and got hit. Whoever told you that is lying out their ass.
Except it's working.
Either that or the game hates me. Or maybe I was just...
It's right here.
Maybe I was standing in the wrong section. Ooh.
Most likely, yeah. He can't hit me.
Was I in that corner or the other corner?
Probably the other one.
I don't remember.
So I found out in order to speed up this process, you either have to shoot his hand or get hit by him. Because that was a full, 5 trying to scratch me, and normally he does 3 if he hits you or you hit him. Alright, let's go. Hey! Yeah, I can't remember how to keep him in that room for a bit longer because he's bolting. He is almost directly behind me. Let's see if we can get the camera. Yep, there he is.
Stop!
Alright, let's do this boss fight pacifist mode.
I remember I streamed this boss fight and I got so pissed.
This is a mean fight.
I fucking hate this fight.
It's rough. But you can beat it without firing a single shot.
And that's why you saved all your ammunition.
Correct. Ow. So I'm still really bad at reacting to telegraphed attacks, especially with this guy because he's so fast.
I'm gonna punch you now. Here comes my fist. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit so hard.
And skadoosh. That did an ungodly amount of damage to his total health bar. The crane deals a little less than half of his entire health bar, which is ridiculous. That is ungodly powerful for something that's just part of the fight. Ow.
Not a fan of the movement system. It's where I really miss Revelation 2's dodge button.
Yeah, Resident Evil 3 also both versions have a designated dodge button. Oh dear. Hello.
Here's looking at you.
There we go. Enjoy a broken knife in your eye. What? What?
That's why I hated this fight.
Damn it!
Because, oh, that didn't count. Sorry.
Well, I mean, that one makes sense because it barely touched him. It's more like a gentle nudge.
I like the added detail of the knife still being in his eye and kind of like darting around. That's a nice detail.
So on hardcore, I believe the damage ratios have been adjusted because it's a harder version. The main thing you want to look out for is if his eye starts to turn bloodshot. That's when you know you've, been doing a lot of damage to him. When he actually got hit by the crane, I think it was more...
Oh, come on!
25% of his health.
I hate this fight.
So when you hit him with the crane twice, that's 50%. And in order to win this fight, you need to hit him with the crane when he's at 50% of his life, or less. And you actually have to kill him with the crane. There is no trigger for him just dying because of bullet damage.
Because we need him later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, Bobby. And also, in a technicality, the crane crashing into him opens up the way to get back to where Ada is. So there is a story reason as to why you need to kill him with the crane.
Do it right!
Correct. Alright, so I think in normal mode it only takes 2, but here we're going to do a third one, just to just to kill him once and for all. Now this is really funny because he's charged up, he's about to come grab me, loop around, and got him.
Wait, no!
He's trying.
Up, oh, wait, shit, no!
Damn rain. We really hit him with the G virus, the goofy virus.
Let's hope that's the last of them.
And that's how you do that fight without firing a single shot. I mean, I got bodied, don't get me wrong.
That's how you do it without fire.
Seriously, holding on to my ribs because 3 of them cracked in that fight. Broken arm. Jeez. But, yeah, you can totally do that fight without firing a shot. If you're really low on ammunition, I would suggest doing this, because all you would need to do is just reload your save and try again. You'll eventually figure out the patterns.
Come on. Ada! Ada, where are you?
Over here!
Ada! I was getting worried there for a sec.
I can't get it out.
I don't know if I should,
Just do it. I can't walk like this.
Okay. It's gonna hurt. Hold on.
He just starts screaming. Just. It's, hey, geez, like just 10 straight minutes of just horror.
She gets into the ugly, pained cries.
Oh. And then she stands back up. So anyway.
Not like this.
You don't understand. The situation's worse than I thought.
You're not getting rid of me that easy. You protected me. Now it's my turn.
Didn't realize we were keeping score.
I like this Leon more because of this scene right here and the next cutscene we're about to get. All he wants to do is help people. So even though she says, save yourself, he goes, I could, but how about no? I'm gonna protect you. Because you protected me.
You want to help? We have to get to the nest.
Nest?
Umbrella's lab, right beneath us. Net let it slip.
Fuck!
That's where the virus samples are.
Gonna go beat my daughter for this.
Wait, no!
Fit in my schedule.
Come on. We got work to do.
Yes, ma'am.
The cable car will take us down to
I think a lot more video games would benefit
to ride.
from a Seinfeld stinger.
Where'd you get
Borrowed it. Anyway, we're almost there.
Been the one to fill your dark soul with light!
Oh my god, I think we're onto something. I've never made a meme before. It's time.
Hey, she's a liquor, you know? I couldn't say no to a liquor.
This damn leg.
Let me carry you.
No. That'd only make me feel worse.
If you're trying to get a fast time in your hardcore playthrough to go for that S+, you don't have to wait for her. Just run past her and go straight to where the next trigger is.
How's the shoulder?
Worse than it looks.
What a pair.
We're just staring at her ass. I mean, letting the cinematics pass, yeah.
He is looking downward, and that's not just because he's gripping his chest in pain.
We know what you're after, Leon.
I love gauze.
That should take us
See,
where we need to go.
we're hurdy buddies, because you got a boo-boo and I got a boo-boo.
It's funny that Ada's the one to mention that. Look at us. Who'd have thought?
You want to trade bandages? No, okay, alright.
Yeah, there ain't no way we both haven't gotten infected by the end of this ordeal.
This may be a one-way ride, so So be prepared, Leon.
And I'm not just meaning the T virus, I'm meaning like
The every virus. Norovirus, AIDS virus,
West Nile. Oh god.
West Nile virus, bird virus,
Congo Red.
virus,
Jesus.
blaster virus.
Omega Delta virus.
Do not exit until the final destination.
You know what I was thinking? I can't wait for the FBI to raid Umbrella headquarters and take those bastards to justice.
I agree, but to be clear, you're not working in official capacity. This is a federal case. Once we get the G-Virus, I'm back on my own. Hey, Leon. Trust me?
You trust me?
Honestly, if I didn't, you'd probably be dead.
Right.
I thought I might need your help, and I was right. If you can secure the G-Virus, I can make sure what happened in Raccoon City never happens again.
Ada, you said it yourself. It's a federal case. I don't
Leon,
have the authority.
Look at me. I'm a liability now.
There's some good language going on in this cutscene.
God.
You can see how she's turning it and making it to where it should now be Leon's doing instead of hers. And then that was pulling the fish out of the water who fell for it.
I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. I gotta see this through. And I want to see you again. I got plenty to live for.
Your hand's touching me, ma'am. Stop.
And trust me, Leon, your one-liners are so funny.
I'll do whatever you want me to!
That's my boy.
Go. Please, we don't have much time. You're gonna need this.
Okay.
Leon. Counting on you.
I know.
Alright, we're in the last part of the game. But I couldn't leave you without one blooper, because of course I didn't get it on my first try.
You're just messing up for our sake. This is for content, of course.
Uh-huh. Yeah, how many tries do you think this took? Uh-oh.
I'm gonna guess 3.
Uh-oh. 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 Close. Only 2.
Mission succeeded?
Out of here!